Hello, YouTube. My name is Plazukas, and I want you to take a shot for every time content creators that you watch say that the people that watch them or the internet in general is stupid or dumb. They're talking about you, by the way, the people watching this potentially. And let me just say, I don't think you're stupid. I don't think you're dumb. Do I think that there are stupid, dumb people in the world? Yes. Do you comprise some of them? Yes. But content creators are also dumb and stupid. But a good majority of you are not that stupid, not that dumb. And you might ask yourself, why do they continue to say these things? Why do they continue to drive that message? Because they are trying to deduce you down to a basic principle. They want to be up here, okay? And you're going to always be down here. They might bring you in. They might say, oh, I wasn't saying that intentionally or doing this that way or this way. But they want to keep you always a tier below. So they're going to discredit you. They're going to say that your opinions do not matter, that your takes do not matter. And a lot of the response comes from when there's a lot of hate on the internet. People saying, Minecraft yourself, or this or that worse, or whatever the case may be. And sure, there is plenty of that narrative going on. Is that because they're stupid? No. That's because of all of the disinformation that's being spread, all the disingenuous takes that are being spread. That's because of content creators being irresponsible, as well as everybody else being irresponsible in the world and in the internet. Not having context, not having the responsibility that a name would indicate, such as, okay, if I'm online as an online personality and I say my name, that has some responsibility towards it because now I'm accountable for what I say. But because the internet and a lot of these content creators, okay, Tech Tone specifically, says, you know what? Yeah, remain anonymous. Post all your hate speech stuff. Make alternate accounts to drive up the narrative. Kind of like going all in on this approach. And so let me just give you a little bit of an insight here. I have Mr. Pokey Stream, who is still covering this IO stuff, right? I mean, still actively covering this IO stuff, no doubt. So let's just tune in on this while he gives this person a call, the IO, Mr. Pokey and IO, where it's been going back and forth about the bad takes or whatever else, and they're going to reference all this dumb internet stuff. And IO's not wrong when he says, you know what? I don't want to believe that the internet is stupid. And they're not. It's the culture that we live in. It's why this generation is considered some of the, and I don't say this, other content creators do, dumbest people. What I will say is that this generation may be the most sheepest, most cultist that we've ever had in our entire generations before. And that is not necessarily the worst because guess what? Previous generations, the silent generation, was pretty fucking bad. I don't know what I would prefer. Somebody that doesn't say anything about all the travesties or somebody that says at least what the content creators are saying and spouse that narrative. It's like, virtual signaling in essence. At least they're saying something instead of saying nothing. So there have been previous generations that are worse, in my opinion. But this one seems to be pretty bad because they're just following the populist point of view. And in this case, content creators.
I think it's funny. I genuinely think it's funny.
I do think it's funny as well. Like I'm not tripping about the terms. I think because like I okay, everyone's saying it's an ego. It's not an ego. I do have one, but that's not what I had an ego for. So even if I did get the terms misused, which was like car cancel,
Right.
I didn't misuse negative edge.
I think
I
there was
saw
this one guy
Akron's-
that said you did.
Yeah, Akron. Yeah, he said I did, but then from the other FGC members that I talked to, which is like I talked to a lot. Because before I even mentioned those terms, I went around my rounds looking for like, okay, what is this? Is this what this is? Yada yada, this and that.
Right.
Sanwa has negative edge in the game, which like a lot of people don't play Sanwa apparently, but she has it. So his definition of what he was looking for, which is like hold the button for his go tanks and then let it go and do what. Sanwa has it. So like they're saying it's not in the game, and I'm like, yeah, it is. We could positive edge if you want to, guys. I don't care.
What the fuck is positive edge? There isn't such a thing.
There's no such thing as positive
okay.
edge.
Yeah, but
yeah,
yo,
and then I think-
how have you been, man? With like the whole thingy, yeah.
A lot. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, it's been I don't know, dude. Mentally, it's been a lot to deal with. I don't mind disagreements. I think people think that I just can't be disagreed with, and I'm like, that's not true. I just don't like
Right.
being disagreed with and then told to die or insulted or other things.
Okay,
Which
to
is
be
why I'm always
fair,
so like
it's
aggro.
it's the internet. You gotta, it's
I
bound to happen.
I understand that.
Yeah.
You know, but like I would like to imagine that we have people with brains.
Wait, what?
I would like to imagine people are smarter on the internet. Like maybe it's just my imagination.
That's
you
just
know?
a crazy take because there's
Yeah,
no way people are gonna be
crazy.
like this. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I see that now. I see.
Yeah, and unfortunately, now you got IO who's being absolutely discouraged by this aspect of the internet, who wants to basically be able to say whatever they want, and then whenever there's a pushback because other people are going to their channels and bullying them, which is what's happening, by the way. Tectone, Mr. Pokey, Hexys are covering this. Fine, criticism is fine. And their community is going over there and literally, because this gotcha community is so toxic in some areas, and whether or not it's serious or not, and they basically do death threats because the cultist, sheepist, herdist mentality that they have. And instead of saying, yo, chat, smarten up. Yo, chat, if I see you doing that, if I see anybody doing that, I'm going to do widespread bans on certain terms and stuff like that. If I see anybody out of line, I'm going to ban them. My mods, get on this. They just say, you know what? There's no accountability here. They're irresponsible. It's because it's the internet. And the internet's the internet. It's the internet. It's the internet. There's nothing changing the internet. The internet is what it is. Fuck that. The internet is what we make it. A lot of it. Not all of it. Some of it. A lot of it. We can change how the internet is perceived, how we receive the information. If you have that attitude, if you have that nonchalant attitude, then yes, the internet is going to be what it is. And if you are irresponsible with your content and irresponsible with your chatters, your chat, then this bullying technique will continue instead of having like them go to the other channel and just, ask what's going on. But yet we resort to the lowest common denominator, which is the stupidest takes. And they're not all stupid. They're hiding behind their anonymous nature. And if they were to tell them who their names were, they wouldn't be saying this. And I'm not saying call them out for that. I'm not saying doing anything like that. But this whole double down on the internet being dumb, and that's an excuse. That's okay. That makes it okay. Sorry. It just does not cut the mustard. You know what? And if you think that's the case, then you need to shut the fuck up, in my opinion. You need to shut the fuck up and can't criticize anybody. If you're not going to hold your chatters accountable, if you're not going to hold yourself accountable and you're just going to deduce the internet to be stupid and that you can't expect anything from it, you need to shut the fuck up because you're part of the problem, not part of the solution. My name is Blizzicas. If you like this content, like, subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.